your question, that you are saying that what you experience in your inner world while meditating, can you prove it
Yeah, in scientific terms.
in scientific terms? So my question to your question is that, first of all, why would you want to prove it to anybody? First of all,
See, it's
why do you want?
See, it's just knowledge that we give to people to people.
So every knowledge is not for everybody. You have to be ready, prepared for that kind of a knowledge.
But why some knowledge is always equal for everyone? The
It
supreme
is
being-
equal, but how the mind is absorbing that knowledge? You're not getting my point. Look, when people go to Swamiji,
Yeah.
everybody has their own experience with Swamiji. Some people might say that, what is so great about him? He is just a normal human being like you and me.
Yeah.
He laughs, he cries, he talks, he go to pee, he eats, he feels hungry, he feels sleepy. He is a normal being. There's nothing special about him. Right? And on the other hand, one person goes to Swamiji and he goes in that crown chakra and all the 1,000 petals of his crown opens up. And he attains the samadhi. He did not utter a single word in front of Swamiji. Why? Because his every mind is working in their own efficiency and their own frequency. You only said it, na, some time back, that every mind has its own dimension.
Yeah, every human.
So every human, which is so true. We are 3 people in this room. We are not sitting in the same dimension. How your mom is absorbing what I am saying is entirely different from how you are absorbing things. Now you got it?
Yeah.
Now you got it what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So what you experience within, not necessarily important that I can explain it to others, because I don't know how the other mind is developed. To what extent are they ready to absorb it?
So it is just that we need to match the
Science,
frequency.
first of all, sorry to interrupt you. Let me tell you one thing, Krish. Science can never reach to the crux of the mysteries of this entire existence. Never.
Why? That would be something.
Why? Because that's the thing what I'm trying to tell you. That because science is seeing everything with the mind, with everything with the logic, with analytism. They've been analytic, they have been critical, they have been judgmental, and they are trying to put their knowledge, their logic into everything. Now, look, you have to understand one thing. Everything doesn't need a logic, man. I mean, I see a rose flower. Now, I don't need to put a logic into it that, okay, so this flower has come from Western America. Alright, so there, yeah, this is the color. Why is it so big? Why Indian rose is not that big? You're killing it, man. What the hell is this? I mean, just look at the flower, feel the beauty of it. So here you don't need mind. You don't, as I said, that a sensible person is the one who knows when to use the mind, when to use the heart. When a man is with his beloved, or with his mother, or with his sister, with his siblings, you don't need a mind. When you're playing for fun, you don't need mind there. You just need heart. You need joy. You need to enjoy it. Why? When you need mind? When your mother gives you 500 rupees का नोट and says कि क्रिस जाके सब्जी ले आ और ये फ्रूट लेकर आना और ये साथ में लेके आ जाना रास्ते से, then what mind does? Calculates. Mind का काम क्या है? Calculate करना. So that is the time you need the mind. So you should know कब कौन सी चीज का इस्तेमाल करना है. The problem with science is that where you need to use your heart, there also if you are using your calculative, analytic, critical, judgmental and argumentative mind, you are going to miss life. You are missing out on life. Because when you look at a beautiful river flowing in, you know, the beauty of it doesn't need mind. Just feel it here. Feel it here. That's about it. Why do you need the mind in that? Why science is incomplete? Science is somewhere down the line incomplete or not getting the crux of it because the feeling is not there. You getting my point?
Yeah.
These two words, these are two different entire words. God has given you these two words, so you got to feel both of them, no? You got to use both of them equally. The problem with today's human mind is that the mind is developing. Extreme use of this portion, your brain, and the emotion, the feeling, the love, the joy, the beauty, that is here. People are not using this nowadays. There's an extreme imbalance. You got to balance. You should know where this is the time, this is the place where I need to just use my heart. Like, if you fall in love with some woman, you don't need your brains when you are with someone you love. That is the time you just need your heart. You flow with that love energy, with that sharing, with that caring, with that companionship. You don't need mind, you don't need calculations, you don't need analysis, you don't need criticism.